Friday, where we want to see you and hear you win. These are my co-hosts, Doreen, Dwaynia. Welcome to yet another week of Winning Women Friday. I love how we're everywhere. This
Yes.
show has been, I feel like, the most international show I've ever done. And each week the guest is somewhere new. We're at mom's house or traveling. We're doing the thing in my car. I swear, guys, I don't live in my car. I promise. But if you want to join the
Yep.
conversation, I'm dropping the chat box in the chat box the link so you can come and join us and share your wins with us. If you can't catch us and you're watching us on the replay, drop it in the comment section and I will respond, or any one of us will respond, because I want to hear you win. I want to hear you win. Did I say I'm Hannah? I'm Hannah. Hi. So, ladies, beautiful ladies, please. Anybody want to go first? The tea. I've got some tea though. I've got some tea this week. Doreen dropped in the chat. We have a group chat that's popping. I wish you guys could see, but then I don't want you to see because then it wouldn't be a secret anymore, right? She she had talked about the famous French football player who we talked about last week's episode on Dwaynia's channel. If you haven't catched that replay, I need you to go back. Canadian Small Business and watch that. So you know what we're talking about this week. And she had said that his now separated wife,
Ex-wife.
ex-wife. Now,
Ex-wife. Okay.
I know I'm one of those two. Don't worry. The ex-wife.
No, you're not one of those. Not one of those.
I know, homegirl was. How do the young kids say? Thirst trapping. So she was like a decade older than him. Number one, and number two, I think he gets 50% of what she has, right? Because she has, I think she's worth 3 million. Was that correct? You had said 3 million. But there's more to the story according to French news, because we don't hear that tea. We only see, CityTV and CBC and CBS and all the other places within us. And it's just one of those things that I'm sitting there. I'm like, there's always two sides to the story. You guys have seen me. I always try to find the fifth leg to the cat. And I know I've got a ton of them today. Don't you worry. I've got a ton of them. So there's a bit more to the story according to French news, and that she's a bit older and he's younger. So I feel like she knew. She's new. She knew, and she's playing damsel in distress, which we should play damsel in distress, guys. Sometimes I.
No, actually, it was a fake news.
Oh, it was a fake news. Fake.
Yeah.
Oh, I made her talk. Also, you look ravishing for somebody who doesn't have her voice. You have like a glow to your face. Like, I need to lose my voice.
Yes, you do. Not lose your voice. I meant Doreen. Yeah, you have a good glow. Yeah. hmm
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was shocked about that story. All I kept saying is, hold on. She's too old to not know better.
So, actually, just to summarize, and I do apologize, people, I have lost my voice. But then the initial story is that when she divorced and she went to the judge, she discovered that he put all of his assets on his mom's name, leaving zero, nothing to his ex-wife. So that was the big like headlines, the news, but that was fake news. And once the fake news was released, and there was all those conversation about the fact that it was a misogynist fake news, just because she's older, and to portray a woman that is looking after her ex-husband assets. All the men influencers were sending kudos to the football player, and all of this. And so, but that was a fake news. And then after that, once the fake news was announced, they said, oh, but hold on, actually this is the opposite. He is the one getting half of her money, because the girl ain't broke, she has her own money. And so, but we don't know if that's the truth. So at the end of the day, no one knows what's really happening between the two of them. The only thing that we know for sure is that they are getting divorced.
Got you. Only them two.
Wow.
That's it. Nobody else. And the fly on. I wish to be a fly in the room in those negotiations. So I could sit there.
Speaking of negotiations, though, the strike.
Oh, child. What do those people want? Can you somebody please summarize? What do you want? You work for the
I
government.
didn't really read the article. I think they said something like 4.5% increase, but here's my thing. If you want to push back when my taxes are supposed to be submitted, I'm not mad. Fight for what you need to get because I haven't even started reconciling my receipts yet. So take your time.
I was like, all I know is that I saw that they went on strike, and I was reading. I've had no time this week, but I read like maybe this much, 4 lines of who it was, and it's basically anybody important. So anybody that can move
Yep.
your passports, your driver's license, your SIN number, the immigration. If you're going through immigration right now and you're doing like the visas, the sponsorship, all them peoples, they're just like bye.
Yep.
But that's not smart because there is still so much backlog from COVID, especially when it comes to immigration processes and all
Yes.
those people who have been waiting for years now because of the backlog of the COVID-19, the pandemic replay. And so now they are going into strike. Like what for? You're working for the government. Like,
I,
come into the private sector, start a business, and you will understand the pain. And you work for the government. Like, everyone want to work for the government. Like, just for
Yes,
the
but
perk.
in the same sense, it is smart for them to ask for more right now because they understand how much of a backlog there is. So it's a good strategy on their part.
you know
Yeah,
what?
yeah, they have a leverage.
Yeah.
That I was gonna tell you that, Doreen. I was like, listen, if you need something, you ask somebody when they're at their right there at the edge, and you're gonna get a yes. It was so. I'm gonna tie this into my win of the week. So I do work a couple of jobs and whatnot. So I was at an event on, I think it was Wednesday, and one of the persons at the event was a very good reader. He goes to me, you always get what you want. And I said, oh, well, why do you say that? Well, you've come to ask me something 4 or 5 times. And so I said, yes. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm persistent when I want something. But it was just the observation of somebody, and I'm sitting there. I feel like everybody should be pushy. I call it pushy, but we could call it all the other nice words,
Assertive.
assertive, and I have a strong personality and la la la. But I was like, when he said, oh, you always get what you want, I instantly said, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So if you don't ask, then trust me, the amount of things I've been asking people this week is just wild. Uh,
Girl, you and I both.
at this point, I'm just like, I said one of my strategies to somebody. I said, listen, if you want to say no, I take absolute no offense to it, but just please take the rock that I flipped to show you and put it right back in my soil, and I'll use this later.
Oh.
That's all. That's all. But that was my win. Some random stranger that has never seen me in my life has noticed how assertive I was. I'm like, oh well, thank you. Compliment.
Wow.
I know, right? I know. Meanwhile,
Kudos, kudos. And it's good that you are being recognized for, getting after what you want.
Hmm.
That's good.
we push
That
you
is good.
until like the workers. I get them. I really do need to renew my passport before July, so I hope like they get their act together. But you know,
I'm good until next year. I was just talking to my girlfriends. I'm like, are your passports ready? Because our trip's booked and you don't know what's going on. And both of them need to renew because one of the countries we're going to requires a 6-month active like passport, like 6 months before it expires. And yeah.
you tell her at least Canada will make sure she can come home. That's dry her lip.
They might not let her in the country.
Good. See, this is what I'm because I really hope that this blows over by May 1st. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Me too, because one of the government offices is supposed to be at our upcoming event, and they actually called me when the notification came out. They're like, we'll let you know what happens. I'll call you if anything changes. So yeah,
That's just great. Let the blessings keep pouring. So that means you can
yeah.
potentially have somebody else in her spot who may amplify their voice as well. Listen, thrive out of these things. The secret guest. Let's go. Line her up.
She's so good at it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Doreen, do you want to talk about your wins? Because
Okay.
I know you lost your voice, but
Still.
So this week I signed a new consulting contract.
Way. I'm so excited. Oh, okay. Your team money like Hannah this week. Let's go.
I have another win. I'm traveling on Sunday and I'm going to a warm destination.
I'm so happy for you. You were talking about that a few weeks ago, how you wanted to go away to somewhere sunny.
Oh my gosh.
I'm traveling.
Wait.
I will be out of the country for 3-4 days. That's it.
Okay, that was my next question. When are you coming back?
No, you want to take me? I want to be out of the country for 3-4 days. Dude, at this point, 48 hours, I might be happy. That's 48.
I can be available. No, I can't.
I really can't. I have one of my very best friends, because they know the nature of me. If you want to actually see me in person, it's quite the spectacle for me to actually make it anywhere. So she told me about her baby shower in January, that it's tomorrow. Yes. Before she had a venue, she called me and she goes, I need you in this room on this Saturday. It's going to start in the afternoon. And you guys have no idea the amount of side gigs that I've gone asked for Saturday. I'm like, this is hurting my heart. This is hurting. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I can't go. I've been told since January. So I really hope whoever watches the replay and you want to invite me somewhere socially, know if I'm coming that I really love you. I really do. Please. I'm just like, no, please stop asking me. Stop. I know.
Oh my
How was the baby
gosh.
shower, Glania, that you went? Was it last week? I don't remember now.
Yeah, it was last Saturday. It was really good. It was so cool. A lot of people did show up, and everyone looked so pretty in their attire. I mean, I was regular in jeans, but everyone looked so pretty in their Indian attire, and everything was good. I ate a couple of new Indian foods I haven't tried before. I bonded with the the girl who's pregnant, her mom, who, well, I don't speak Hindi and her mom doesn't speak English, but somehow we were just vibing. We were vibing. It was great.
The antibiotic.
And I do love older people because they have no filter. So there was this other lady. I need to be her when I grow up. This lady was hilarious. Loved everything about her. She's probably like late 70s. She couldn't miss a beat. She was great. She was hilarious. But it was really, really good. I had a good time, good cake, good people. I made a new friend too, got her number because I thought she was just fabulous. I'm like, I like you. I really like you.
That happens. I was at a networking event last night, and I don't know if you've seen Hannah when I'm a guest, because sometimes people are so used to seeing me be the host that they're like, but it's not my room. I'm a guest. So I'm a little more chill, especially if it's a new room. I kind of just sit, and then people just come to me. Towards the end of the evening, of course, I'm mingling and I'm moving around, but I'm never one to be like boom, 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 boom. As soon as I get to a room that's not mine, I feel like there should be. It's like an unspoken rule in my world. So I did go networking, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been in a networking room. It has.
Same. I haven't.
I know they're fun though. You meet the cutest people ever. And I met somebody, and she has a YouTube channel, and she talks about hygiene.
Huh.
I was like, this is fantastic. So she talks about all the different soaps and like detergent, all of this stuff. I was like, I know.
I need to know about that because I used to like pre Honda Replay people. Let me tell you something. I love a clean anything. I used to be able to walk down the aisle of any supermarket or like a big box store, and I can tell you what's good and what's not good for any surface in your home because I have tried all of them and I will rate them all for you. That I'm that girl. I can let you know exactly what to use in different areas of your bathroom. I can list it all off because I will try all the new stuff and I compare it to my old faves.
Well, no, I think it's fantastic. I was like, wow, this is fabulous. We had a whole conversation, and she was, I didn't think you'd think this is cool. I'm like, we all clean.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is genius. I thought it was so genius. I would have never in my life thought about speaking about cleaning products. Never. And
Yeah.
this is her jam. I was like, this is super cool. I hope I can get her on. I didn't. She bounces around, but I spoke about Winning Women Friday in our lives. I was like, you should really come on and talk about your cleaning stuff because this is a whole thing, man. It's a whole
Oh
thing.
my gosh, that is so cool.
I thought that was the coolest thing all week. I was like, wow. So you know how to get stains? So she goes, yeah. I'm like, dude.
You know you're an adult when
Ben,
you're excited about
cleaning.
cleaning products.
Cleaning product. I really felt I feel like I'm in my auntie era at this point of my life. Like I'm ready. I peel mangoes. Like I clean, I peel mangoes, and I don't know about the peeling mangoes thing, but I keep seeing like TikToks about like older, when the aunties are peeling their fruit and they're talking to you. This is
Yeah, I'm different on the mango tip, but I'm in my I'm having fun era. I'm in my girls just want to have fun era slash blondes have more fun era because I'm gonna need to go highlight my hair so I can be a little bit blonde because I plan on just being in that kind of, yeah,
I'm excited for the blonde. I was a
yeah.
Like
blonde.
full head. Full head.
Oh, not my full head. No, I can't handle that. No, that's too much. Whew.
Little
I'm just gonna do probably tips and little highlights just to have a little bit pizzazz for the summer.
I'm there. So there for the blonde. I had them up here for a while. Doreen, you knew me when I had the blonde up here for a while. And it's such a vibe. Such a vibe. Such a vibe. I should do blonde now. Could be we could be blonde in the summer. I think it might be
Yeah.
And so, Tuanya, what's your wins?
Look, my win is the fact that I made it through this week because every day, like when was it? Was it Tuesday? I was so I did not sleep much Sunday night leading into Monday. Like probably 3 hours. I couldn't sleep. I don't know why. So I was a total zombie because I went into the office on Monday and I went in early, even worse because I don't
yeah.
like going in early. But
Mm-mm.
even my boss saw me and he was like, I was like, yeah. Just, I know, I'm here. All right, cool.
I
And then
take a stock.
Tuesday, like my husband was ready to leave and I was still asleep at like 7:30. And he's like, you okay? I was like, I'm not moving. Too tired. Goodbye. And I just like wrecked myself up and rolled out of bed at like 8:45 just to make my 9 o'clock meeting. So I'm like, no, this is too much. But my win was Tuesday was a really good day. I
Nice.
spoke to quite a few people, especially relating to the May 7th event. Get your tickets. And, I had some really good conversations, made some really good partnerships that's going to be beneficial for the rest of the year and beyond, like future partnerships.
Nice.
Every single phone call I had on Tuesday was a success.
Look at that.
Yeah. Like it felt so good when I was done on Tuesday. I'm like, every single call? That's really good. So
That
yeah, there are a lot of things coming based on those phone calls.
Good. Congratulations.
I know, I'm excited. I'm excited. You know,
Thank you.
sometimes I feel like everything goes wrong. Oh my God, you can't. It's literally one day, all the rain is pouring, and then for a split second, which was your Tuesday, the rain goes back up, and you're like, wow, I am a, so I can do this. I can do this. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude. I'm excited. I feel like it was my win at this point. I feel like I'm excited. When people say yes to me, I'm like, oh, thank you. Hold on.
Heartwarming.
Right? Finally, after all the no's, you're gonna. I think it was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. Tuesday was my no day. I heard so many no's, girl. Oh my God. By like 9:30, I was like, okay.
Well, my yeses, and then we balance.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was it, right? I was like, this is why you were getting all your yeses, girl, because I got all your no's.
Yeah, right?
That day they all came to me. Let me know.
Hannah took one for the team.
Next week, if you're like, Hannah, I'm getting no's, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, am I gonna get a yes today? I think. Oh, I know. I really, honestly, I'll share with you, YouTube. I really wanna do like a stand-up comedy, like a open mic night, and just go drop my jokes because I think it might be a thing. Because everybody laughs whenever I talk lately, and I'm like, oh my God, no, it's really my life.
Oh my gosh. I think you should do. They have open mic nights.
They do. They do. I have a few. Like in my, because you know me, I'm a creative at the end of it. So I'm always like thinking ideas and drafting episodes, and then I store them somewhere, and then they come alive when the time's right. But I do have a few jokes that go really well with people, and I'm like, how must one do this? I wonder what their creative process is when they're on stage, the comedians, right? Do they have like a skit? Because they're on there for like 5-7 minutes, right?
Yeah, you know what? I listen to this podcast all the time, and it's well, Sherry Shepherd and Kim Whitley. They're like the original aunties. Sherry Shepherd, she now has her own talk show, but she's an actress, but she started in stand up and she is a stand up comedian. She still does stand up. And Kim Whitley, everybody knows Kim Whitley from Friday. She's the original auntie.
She's like,
So they have a podcast together called Two Funny Mamas, and I kid you not, it is hilarious. It's like two best friends, and you're sitting in on their conversation.
that's a good podcast.
Hilarious. So they talk about their stand-up process, and because they do still do a lot of shows. So they talk about their whole process. You should listen to that.
I will. I will. It's been one of my goals to do this, to go up on stage. That in poetry, my writing is on another different level. That I don't share. But I really think that the comedy stuff, because people always laugh. This morning I was driving. I've been driving a lot. Doreen, you know me. When I'm in my car, it's always busy. And a construction man was in his car putting on chapstick. And he's such like a big teddy bear. And he's like,
It's like,
I found it so funny. It was so funny. So like I turned to him and I'm like, oh, you don't want chapped lips? He's like, oh, this weather. Oh my God, hot and cold, cold and no. I'm like, it sounds like my moods. And he just lost it. Like he lost it. He's like, oh my God. I'm like, but it's true. One day I'm hot, one day I'm cold, Another day it's rainy. Like it's just he lost.
only Hannah makes conversation in cars.
I do all the time because I'm sitting there and like I can feel them looking at me, right? I feel the eyes. And so I turn them.
Yeah.
So you did
Yeah.
window and
I did roll down the window. I did the whole thing, bro. I'm just that person because it was just so funny. It was
Oh my God.
7:50 in the morning and homeboy's putting on chapstick, like older cat.
I
Like
mean, I've danced with a TTC bus driver before in my car.
they
No, there was
know.
some good calypso, and I was dancing in the car, and I think he might have been listening to the same station I was listening to, and we looked over, and we just kept dancing.
This happens to me all the time. And what was it? It was I'm unstoppable. Dun-dun-dun. And I turned, and this lady's like, I'm invincible. I'm like, yeah. Like it was. I do this all the time. I really need to tint my windows, y'all. Like,
Yeah, that's what I did for this car because I'm like, nope, you got to stop this. So I tinted my windows Because I am always singing and dancing and acting a damn fool in my car.
Yeah, same. Samesies. Samesies. This was such a fun episode, everyone. I think next week we are on Doreen's channel. So join us next. Wait, no, we're not in May. Are we in May next week? No, not yet. It's the other one.
Yeah. We're still we're still April. Okay, we're still April. Yeah.
Still April. Huh. Sorry, I've only looked at a spreadsheet till December today. That's all. Anywho, I'm like So join us next week on Doreen's channel. My name is Hannah Guzman. This is Winning Women Friday, where we share your wins. If you're catching us on the replay, in the comments section, please write down your wins. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube at The Smart Woman. So I know it's your name, Doreen, and your last name, a Canadian Small Business, and myself. It's all in the comment field. So follow us. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with our updates, and follow us on social media because we're dope. Online and in real life. Bye, everyone.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Bye.
It's like because we're dope.
We are.